I wasn't actually here for what we're doing with this.
Well, we haven't looked at all the donations yet.
$5 for everyone. Remember that time that dog died in Life is Strange. Oh wait, Carter and Philip aren't here.
Okay.
Oh, Carter's here.
Barbie,
He's
can you
Okay.
grab that clue token for me, please?
So,
Which
Whatever
thing?
that
The
is,
clue
it's
token?
that.
When did we start the thing?
What happened to your hand?
We
Don't
started it
Oh,
at
dear.
like 1 or 2
what?
or 3.
This game?
But it is not broken, correct?
Don't know.
Oh,
I have a
We
doctor's
started
appointment on
at
Tuesday.
around
Oh.
1. A little before 1.
I hope everything is
Oh, I
okay.
guess that was
Me
the
too,
last one.
because that's the second
Um,
thing that my body
So
has
it's
just
anything
apparently
anyone
decided to.
$8 in it.
just-
So
Fuck you,
there
that's
aren't
why.
really any
Yeah.
That is quite upsetting.
I mean,
It's not by 808.
I was more upset when I thought I might have a pulmonary embolism. But-
Were there people donating that exact amount for the
Yeah.
playmats or before either?
The play
The 808 was for the
So like, and this was the spicy thing. So it should be everything after that. But I don't.
Thanks, Mom.
Aww.
How did it go for the? We didn't really chill enough for it though.
I mean, if you guys want to keep them and do it later,
Yeah.
and just like, spam my Etsy store or whatever, that's cool too.
Is the sword cane a unique item?
Yeah.
I have
No,
a
no, no.
proposal,
It's not.
possibly.
What color is the tech stuff?
Maybe we go an extra hour since everything kind of went a little later.
I mean, we'll see how things round out.
We
So-
can
Still got
continue with
4
the
hours.
coasters.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and we can continue with the coasters.
Yeah, that could be
It's
like.
a common item
if you
because it
guys
has
wanna
to do
do
with
that
the
as
I'm
fun.
not
like
sure
a
how long the
grand thing.
Quote thing will take.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I'm gonna head out.
Alrighty.
Okay. It was great stopping by and seeing you
Nice to
guys.
meet you.
It's good to see
Yes,
you.
nice to meet you too. I don't think I ever got here actually.
I'm saying.
I'm nice to meet you. And then Erica's other dude that came with me, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
Upstairs. Cool. Anyway, I'm heading out. See you guys later.
Bye. Do we have more of the tiny bags?
Yeah, like we still have 4 hours. I think we'll be fine.
How long the jam is? What? 2 hours?
Hour and a half is
Hour and a half?
what I've allowed for it because there's an hour for building and then I've allowed half an
More
hour
tiny bags.
for people to show off. If there are more smaller teams, then it might take longer than that, but I don't anticipate that happening.
Not that one, the big one.
Tiny bag?
Yeah.
I think I've participated in like
There might be more.
very much everything today.
No, that's it.
I've done everything except
That is the only.
magic and whatever happened slightly before that.
Unless tiny bags are.
I still feel like I'm not fat enough to be playing
Right,
with
then
this.
I've been in everything except magic.
I should look down right next to me.
Like,
I didn't
I'm
do
looking at, like,
all
how much
of,
weight you lost, man. I'm really proud of you.
Third or fourth event?
The
There's an hour.
fanfics.
They were in a big
Yeah,
box.
that one I
They
did.
were in
I
a
didn't
box,
participate in the
yes.
fanfics, and I didn't participate the whole time with the
How did the fanfics
dating
go?
sims.
Very well. That was a fun segment.
The last
Did
one.
Philip start
man,
crying?
They just.
Did you get to the Boudica one that I gave you?
He tapped out
Tapped out
early
immediately.
on that one.
You
So
should
what
have
happens
told
if
him
he
about
taps
it.
out?
Like, I didn't tell him about it. He tapped out early, and then I told him what it was.
It was
and then
actually-
he said, "And Ivani did this to me, didn't she?"
He actually
Did you
tapped
read
out on that
any
one
of
because
mine?
it was really boring at the beginning.
Any of yours?
Any
All
of my
of them
fan
were really
fictions
boring
that
at the beginning, actually.
you
And
said
yet,
reminded
you didn't get
you
to tap
of
out
50
a
Shades
fucking
of Grey.
fox
Oh, no.
and
Here,
wolf.
Trace. Here are boxes
Domestic.
or little tiny baggies for all the
that
tiny.
was just
Anything I can help with.
Here
one
are
hand,
amorphous
Oh,
boxes.
well, if you can stuff tiny cards into tiny bags.
These
Why
all
is-
go in bag.
Yeah.
It's unmuted. The stream was unmuted.
Weird.
Oh. I hope it didn't cause any double noise.
I don't think so because it looks like if you were guys
Yeah,
were
there's
using
no
this
swelling
game,
or
there
anything, so I'm
wouldn't
pretty
be-
sure my
I
wrist
swear to God,
broken.
if we missed another, like...
Big
The number one thing
chunk
I'm
of
worried
sound.
about is carpal tunnel.
That would suck.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Vine.
hope that's not the case. What's up?
Can I hold your master sword?
No.
Okay.
What else goes in tiny bag?
Any
Ten cards over there.
Oh, okay. Do they each get a tiny bag?
No, you can group them together.
Okay.
Preferably, like, similar letters.
No,
Better?
actually, I don't even care about that. Just
Okay.
tiny cards go together.
So
Wow.
what's
all the same.
what's the next, or what's the
Dice game bags?
Yes.
Table.
Yes, because while you
'Cause
guys are
This is the
building,
easiest one.
Darby and I are going to be
It's
playing
like,
on the
hey,
table.
there's a thing. It's
Mhm.
like,
I'm really stuck
what's the
in,
word letter that it starts with? I can
my
find it.
insanity roll. I could not speak unless I started my sentence with no.
All you
I was
use is
aggressive.
tiny.
Huh.
I could not agree with
That
these
was
people.
my tiny one.
But it made it
Because you got
really
one
hard to
card.
talk in
And
general.
these are just
Yeah.
off to the side.
That one's, in my opinion, not one of the better ones.
I mean, like, it was kind of funny because they were guessing what
Penny,
my
open the space.
insanity was. They're like, oh, he can't talk until after that guy talks. I'm like, no, that's not true.
Thank you.
You have a little bit room in that one.
Under attack.
Ah!
Space aliens.
Can I get tiny
Use
spell
my skills on his way
cards? See if there's room
Kick some ass.
for.
to be
There's-
awesome.
These are no. This is not spell cards. These are not spell cards.
Are those spell cards?
Spell cards are double-sided.
Well,
Yeah, they're-
no, I was trying to.
Gotcha.
I have one more.
Oh, hold on.
Okay. I'm holding it.
These have to be stuffed in here in a very specific order.
Oh, we should probably put this in the fridge, although there's not a whole bunch left.
Two more, and then all the monsters and people.
I think the only
This
thing
will be
that,
fine.
like,
Here.
I really enjoy
Oh.
playing Mansions. The ending's never super satisfying.
That's because we never finished an
Because we
investigation.
never finished the investigation.
We have never beaten this game.
I think I have once.
I'm pretty sure I was
people.
in a game where we won.
I think the
I
one that
thought
we
I
did on
thought we-
stream we won.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's what I thought.
But I don't think Avani was
Thank you.
playing that one.
Trace, can you give me all of the supplemental
Oh
stuff?
yeah.
Like books?
Yes.
Maybe Avani's cursed.
Fuck you, it's my game.
That doesn't.
Both can be true.
No.
Hey Carter, I have a question.
Yes.
Was the title of this next thing on the schedule
Wrong.
correct?
Yes. It's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay. I was just making sure that like there wasn't some hidden
Oh,
meaning
we're
to
not.
it being called 2019 that I wasn't aware of.
Is this yours?
No.
Okay.
No, it's
Then
just
So
wrong.
like, is this like a corset or like a car
No, it's just wrong.
model
It should be.
thing?
Do you
It
think
should
you'll-
be KrakenKare PaperJam 2018.
KrakenKare.
Do you think you'll need any little tables or extra chairs?
The answer is maybe. Because I don't know. Because the last part of the segment is playing the games that everyone's made, and obviously I don't know what you guys are gonna come up with.
Neither do we, to be fair.
Right. Well, that's the point.
My game is gonna be stacking tables, so I need more
Carter,
tables.
what would you like the
I
gamer
don't-
category?
I
to
don't
be?
think I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, creative. I think
Yeah.
that sounds right.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do better than what I did when I was a kid.
Well, that's
The green
okay.
bag?
We're not building.
The green weekender bag.
Is it up top?
Yes.
We're going to be down here playing games to talk about while we're going to be playing Codenames.
Cool.
And we're going to be talking about Codenames while everyone else is building. And then when we're done with that, it'll be about halfway through, and then we'll call everyone down and give everyone a twist. And then after the twist, we're going to play either Kodama or Blinded by Science, depending on how much time we have left. And then we're going to do that for the remainder of the build time. And then at the end of that, everyone's going to come down and present their games.
I'm just gonna
What
attack
are we
Carter
at?
with mansions.
What's our number at right now, money wise?
795.
785. So,
So
we're
we are
almost there.
$205
away from our goal. $205.
Man, I'm glad I bumped our goal up.
Yeah, seriously.
And what was our total last year? Do you
Just
remember?
over 800, I think.
No,
Yeah.
it was, just over 800 by the end of the stream, but then
Right.
we got a $250 bump after that.
Yeah.
Right.
And so our last year total was 1,500 thereabouts.
1,500?
Or 1,050.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, I
Yes.
know it's my day off, but I
But
know
that's
I'm
not
not that bad at math on my day off.
I do.
We're all a little loopy at this point.
I'm not. I slept.
Okay, yes. We are all a little loopy.
I'm not. I also slept. But I also got sick, so. Oh no. Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't have to go through more of that this morning. That was bad. It wasn't fun. Kudos to Sam for bringing me water and food.
This goes in here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna do this nonsense. While I almost smacked Darby in the face. I do apologize for that.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I almost forgive you for almost smacking me in the face.
As long as we're clear.
Sorry. I was thinking about bowling for soup for a minute.
Yep. I caught it.
So as soon as everyone is down here, I will explain the rules, give everyone their secret ingredient and their theme for this year.
I still.
Have you explained to chat what exactly we're doing here? Or are you
No,
gonna
that's a good point.
Are you? I don't know if you'll have to explain it again once everyone gets down here.
That was kind of what I was thinking, but I
It's an
can.
action shot.
Yeah.
I think basically everybody who.
This
It's
one's not,
mostly
but
people
still.
who did it last year, so.
Yeah, so I think
We'll just need a
everyone's
quick refresher.
got the basic idea. All right,
Is there a hashtag or at for
all right, guys. So what we're doing here is a paper jam. It is a micro game jam. In other words, we are all going to be making games.
Not me.
Well, okay, yes, the two of us are hosting, but everyone else is going to be making games. They're going to be going off and they're going to split themselves up into groups, and they're going to have an hour. At the beginning of that hour, I'm giving everyone a secret ingredient that they don't know that they must somehow incorporate into their game. And a theme. The theme must also be present somehow in the game. How they choose to do it is up to them. About halfway through the hour, I'm also going to throw in a little twist, just to make things more fun.
Can you tell he really likes Kitchen Nightmares and all those other like cooking shows?
This is honestly
I stole this format from Sweet Genius.
this is honestly Cutthroat Kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to think
I
of.
actually stole this
Thank
format
you.
from a show called Sweet Genius that does the twist in the middle exactly the same way.
It
I don't
reminds me
believe you.
of Project Runway.
I mean, you
Look
could
it up.
honestly
I promise
substituted
you.
any name of a cooking show,
Yeah.
and he would absolutely watch the entire
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
I'm not
finish
having
and be
you
inspired
guys.
by it.
I'm not having you guys pay me to sabotage each other.
Oh,
Though I do love Alton Brown.
Yes, you do.
And so then at the end of that time, everyone's going to come down and each team is going to present the game that they made, and we're going to see who's got the best or the worst or the most interesting. It's going to end up with something. Last year we did this and it went really well. There were, I think we had 4 teams?
We had 3 teams.
Three teams?
Team of 4, team of 2, and a
Team of
1.
James.
It was 4-3-1.
Oh.
Are we
Because
gonna
it
have
was
the
me-
team of James this year again?
I don't know. That's up to everyone else. They're going to. I'm not even going to know whose teams are what, because after I give the theme and the secret ingredient, everyone else is going to go upstairs and form teams and start building, while we play Codenames and talk about it.
So they could even backstab each other and switch teams.
I
Wow.
guess.
But you'll never know.
Yeah.
I mean, all of
This is
that drama
anarchy.
would be lost on. Well, I mean, this is what was voted on, so this is what we're doing. Okay, let's see. Who are we waiting on?
Everybody?
Looks like Philip, and is Dustin participating?
No,
Alright.
I think he's sleeping.
All right, that's fine. 6 people's enough.
As long as we have
This
our team
puzzle
of
was
James.
kind of boring against computers.
So once Phil gets back down here, we will get this started.
Is there anyone that is on the fence about participating that might be persuaded with a particularly generous donation?
You know what? You give a good donation, I'll be persuaded.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
there you go.
He is participating.
Alright.
Oh.
No, I'm not. Not unless they give money to the kids.
I'm his wife. He's participating.
Excellent. But you should donate to get Sam to do it anyway.
You should, because we're only $205 away from our goal.
Yeah.
Now
$5
is the time.
$5 and you get to be the name that pushes us over 1,000. Or I'm sorry, 800.
Over
Dang, I was gonna
800 is the number I meant to say. I'm awake, I promise.
Sure.
Are you?
I don't know anymore.
Alright.
We're all asleep. Let's be honest.
We'll find out
I'm awake.
This is
tomorrow
shared
when we all wake up and we look at the recording of the stream and it's just all of us sleeping in a room for 24 hours.
There will be cuddling.
Yay!
Meanwhile, I'm just like in the middle of you guys, just like looking around confused, like guys, I thought we were gaming.
For some reason, I thought I heard we were near 1,000.
Our no,
That was Carter's
that-
at the top.
that was
Okay.
my fault. Are you participating?
No, sir.
You're sleeping?
No brain.
Cool.
I could maybe do the playtesting part, but
Cool.
no brain.
Where is Phil?
He was
Sarah's
making.
making to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to ask him if he's playing?
Yeah. Tell him to get his butt down here.
Tell him if someone donates $5, he has to play. Someone donate $5.
Everyone donate $5.
Everyone donate $5.
Everybody donate $5.
Donate $5.
Are we still doing the
Donate.
coaster raffle?
Yeah, donate.
Oh yes.
Donate.
Yes,
and,
we are.
And you can.
Coasters are on the table. There's even an action shot.
And I want to remind everyone how beautiful these
I
coasters
love
are.
those coasters. They're
These
so
are
amazing.
freaking amazing.
Mhm.
Am I in a good shot? I can't see.
Bring it down a little and over a little.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
These are amazing edge coasters. 808 gets you an entry ticket for the raffle for these,
That's $8.08.
and it would push us over 800.
Yes.
You're
Yep.
just
Yeah.
streaming in eights.
Yep.
Do we have a timer running this till, or?
I think just till the end of the stream.
Yeah, we can just do it to the end.
Okay.
All right, guys.
And also about these coasters, they are dishwasher friendly. So if you
Ooh.
spill anything on them, you can wash them. They have been acid etched, and therefore the design will not go away.
Sweet.
All right. So now that everyone is here, we're going to. We've been over the rules. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? Perfect.
I have a
So
question. Which codenames are we playing?
Oh, we're playing Codenames?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, we're not.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Bonnie, you want to be on a team?
Maybe.
All right. Well, you guys will figure out what your teams are. You guys will figure out what your teams are after you get the theme and the secret ingredient, and you go upstairs to start brewing.
Hey, Chris, you want to be on a team?
Okay.
Cool. Me and Chris.
So, your secret ingredient
Lucas, Leah, wanna be on the stream?
It's coasters.
Pennies?
is pennies.
That's not a theme.
How you? That's not the theme. That's the secret ingredient.
Okay.
You must somehow
You must
use.
eat these pennies.
Yes.
Chris, stop taking my ideas.
You must
Eat the pennies,
somehow.
Billy.
Hungry, hungry pennies.
How you use the pennies is up to you, but
You can donate
you
them.
must use the pennies as part of your game somehow. Your theme.
It's fun.
Your theme this year
I love you.
is shoes. Everybody grab some pennies
I got it.
and head upstairs. I do want the pennies back.
Nope.
Nope. Hey Sam, you want to be on a team?
Yeah.
Anyone want to join me and Sam?
I don't know. What's your idea?
All right, 2-man power trip.
Phil, everybody
Said,
needs
I don't
pennies.
know. What's your
There are
idea?
I love
plenty
your
of
nail
tables.
polish.
Well,
Thank
if you
you.
don't know, then you
Hey,
can.
we got $5.
Woo!
$100 hype.
Was it from you?
No. I have chat open and the Kraken bot told me.
Alright, guys. Grab pennies.
Okay.
Pennies.
grab pennies,
We
head
still have more
upstairs,
pennies.
figure out your teams,
Pennies from heaven.
Good thinking.
start brewing.
I only want this much.
Other than the pennies, you can use whatever you want that you can find that you can access in the house.
Wait. Sorry. Are we getting a secret theme halfway through?
You are getting a twist.
Yes.
You don't know the twist is.
There's also a penny on the floor that fell.
That's okay.
You should pick it up.
It's okay. I promise you, it's okay.
I got
Find
shoes.
a penny, pick it up. Then all day you have good luck.
I've never had a good day after I found a penny.
I'm looking for.
Maybe it's not the pennies.
Maybe God just hates me.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
You know, I used to collect quarters, but it was too expensive.
So, while they're doing that, we are going to be playing
Oh, do you
one of
want
my favorite little games.
Mm-hmm.
This is
the
Codenames. There are several versions of this game.
Do you want the table view?
Yes.
That would be
Sorry, I
good.
thought that was on the schedule.
We should move the coasters.
Is the sound on for the table view?
Yeah, it should be now.
There we go. Are we good to go?
Yeah, you guys are good.
Alright, see you guys in about 30 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm trying to find something that's down here somewhere, but I can't find
What are you looking for?
the jar of change.
Oh, you mean this one over here? That's on this.
Yeah, there it is. Alright, we're good.
Alright.
To create!
To create
You can just go to my house.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
for the kids.
Specifically, we are going to be playing Codenames Duet.
Which I bought for him for Christmas.
This is a special co-op version of the game. And anyone who knows me knows I love co-op games. I love interesting board games. And I love any game where your communication is limited. This ticks all of those boxes very neatly and very, very quickly became one of my favorite games that I own. Of all of the games that I own, board games and otherwise, and people left their phones down here.
Yep, you should answer it and
Would
embarrass
you mind
them.
running those upstairs real quick?
Oh, but I was gonna embarrass them.
Yeah, but I don't know who that is or what they're calling about. Like, if it was someone I knew on the other line, I might. I also don't know whose phone that is.
I don't know either.
Two people left their phones downstairs. Two people
Alright.
left their phones downstairs and one of them started ringing.
So, for anyone who's not familiar with this game, the way it works is we have this grid. And this grid has these cards. Each card has a word on it. Most of the words are somewhat vague or have multiple meanings. This is intentional. Because we, as the players, will each see one side of a card like this. And this card shows us where the other person needs to guess. Everywhere that's in green, we need them to guess. If they guess on one of the tan spots, it's wrong, but we just lose time. If they guess one of the black spots, that's an assassin, and we lose immediately. So, we have to get each other to guess specific words, and the way that we do that is that we take turns giving each other clues. And the clues can only consist of one word and one number. And that number is the number of cards on the field that you want your partner to guess, they're related in some way to that word. You can't give clues about the length of the word or the letters in the word. You can only give clues about the meaning of the word. It's specific to the meaning. And you can't give multi-word clues because it's single word only. You can't give, I feel like there's a rule I'm missing.
I mean, there's the one rule you always make me follow.
Oh, well, yes, only English words. Sorry, honey. Proper nouns are the exception to the one-word rule. So, like, you can do someone's name. So, like, if I wanted to reference King George, I could say, alright, if I wanted to reference, King George the First, I could say King George the First.
Or Princess Diana.
I wouldn't have to say, George, and hope you guess the right one. I'm sure there's a rule I'm forgetting, but I don't remember what it is. We have a limited number of turns to guess all of these. If we run out of these timer tokens, then we lose. We're going to be playing a standard game. There are different ways to customize this, which are even cooler, but we're just going to be playing a standard game because we want this to go pretty quick. Not necessarily super fast, but
we don't want it to take forever.
We are kind of on timer here. Alright. So, the person... Oh, and as you can see, this stand. This is really good bit design. Because there's this little stand here that makes it so that each of us can see one half of the card.
Because each side is different.
Yeah. So, I don't know what her side of the card says, and she doesn't know what my side of the card says. Which is exactly what we want, because she has to try to give me clues to get me to guess her side, and I have to give her clues to get her to guess my side. Whichever one of us finds a connection that makes a clue that we like first, can say it and takes the first turn.
This is a really weird board.
It is a weird board. And that happens sometimes. Since we're talking about the design here, something to point out is that there are 25 cards. Each of these cards is double-sided. And you see that there's this whole stack of cards here. So you pull out different cards each time. They end up in different orders each time. And which ones are you actually want to guess are different each time. And so the number of iterations you can make on this game without repeating is just absolutely astronomical. I don't even know. I have no idea what the number is. Maybe I will calculate that at some point, but it is absolutely astronomical. Because even then, there are all of these different cards. Each of these different cards is two-sided, and they're reversible top to bottom. So each of these cards is effectively a fuck ton of different cards.
Well, and even then, like, if you wanted to, you could always tilt it on its side, even.
You could, yeah. These aren't square, like in the original game, so it looks a little weird on its side, but you still could.
Mm-hmm.
And we, obviously, other than the clues, we are not allowed to discuss the board at all.
It's really frustrating when it's like you've got to get your partner to guess one word but not another very similar word.
because the assassins can be. If they guess the assassin, it's all over immediately.
Yep.
So, the other aspect of this, of course, is knowing your partner. Because I actually have a clue that I think would be really good, but it's a reference that Darby wouldn't understand because it's to a game she doesn't play. And so I know that that's a bad clue in this situation. But if Philip were sitting across from me, it would be a really good clue.
Salad, too.
Salad. Okay. So, taste. Does he taste? That's the thing.
Oh, and
Branch.
you're fine. You know that the other person is making an actual guess and not just talking through something because they'll touch a card.
Yes. Once you touch a card, that is an official guess. Anything else does not count.
Yep. So he can talk through this as much as he wants.
You said 3?
2.
2. I'm gonna go with branch. Okay. And guesses are all made one at a time. So even if I think I know both of them, I still have to pick one at a time. Because if I make a wrong guess, my turn immediately ends.
Also, note that you sometimes do not want to say, like, yes, you got it, or anything like that, because they might have picked a word, and I'm not saying that this is what just happened.
Right.
But they might have picked a word that you hadn't thought of associating with your clue.
But still happens to be a green. And so that changes how they think of the board later on.
Yep.
So that falls into the limited information category. I'm going to say taste as well. Okay. Now at this point, I can keep guessing if I want, but as far as I'm aware, I've guessed everything that I've been given a clue for.
Is this
That-
1v1?
Yes. Well, it's not 1v1, it's co-op.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, that may or may not be true, but I don't know. I could keep guessing, but I'm just guessing blind at that point. So, instead, I'm going to take one of these timer tokens, and in my turn. So now, I have to give a clue to Darby.
My laptop and phone was down here.
Your laptop was over there, wasn't it?
I picked it up and moved it over here when it was on tech. Then I tapped out with Chris, and then I went to go make the dip, and now it's not there.
Huh. It's not in your laptop bag?
Maybe he put it in my bag.
There's a
He
laptop
put
under
it in
that
my
chair
bag,
over there.
but
That's
I'm,
right,
but
yours.
I'm also looking for my phone.
My laptop's the one under the
That I
table back there.
brought down here.
Oh, my cookie cake.
Actually,
There was a cookie cake.
There was a cookie cake.
Yeah.
Would you like?
I don't know if it's
Ooh,
on or
something
not.
happened.
It might be.
Amanda Cornell donated $25.
Woo! Thank you for the donation. Remember that donations of 808 or any multiples thereof,
Mm-hmm.
or any multiples thereof, will enter you to
Whichever half
win
you want.
these
Bitchin' coasters.
I will take that.
incredible coasters. These are really insane.
For the low price of $8.08, which, by the way, each coaster goes for $15 a piece.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That's a
which
saving the children.
It's
yeah.
not overpriced at all.
No, it's absolutely not.
It's a steal.
This
Really is.
these are handmade acid etched coasters.
Made of glass.
Yes, these are glass coasters. They are really high quality. These are wonderful, wonderful things. I might be going on the Etsy store and getting something from that store myself after this is all over, because these are really awesome. And look at that design. That's so beautiful.
So
She apparently makes all the designs on her Cricut.
Ooh. We should probably scoot this over a little bit because it's on the bottom of the screen.
Really what I'd like to do. can I do this without upsetting everything? Looks like I can.
Breaking it. You're breaking it.
Okay. I think they shifted everything over for mansions. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
Alright. I'm going to go with Deadly 2.
Deadly 2. Well, frost can be deadly. Frostbite can be deadly. The later Potter books got quite deadly, but I don't think that's what Carter was referring to. Saw movies, those are very deadly, but again, I don't think that's what Carter was referring to. Blizzards can be deadly. Vikings can be deadly. Rifles can be deadly. There's a lot of deadly things on here. Vampires can be deadly. Walruses can be very adorably deadly. Especially when they have buckets.
Are you guessing bucket?
No, I didn't touch it. I just pointed. I'm gonna go with rifle. You said 2?
2. Each round you must make at least one guess. You can choose to make more if you want to, but you don't have to.
And that one guess does not have to be on the clue that was given this turn. If you passed an earlier turn without getting all of the clues, you can make a guess referring to another clue that had been given.
You don't have to say what clue you're going for. You don't even have to be going for a clue. You can make blind guesses. It's not necessarily a good idea.
No, we
but you
tried
can
it
do
last time and ended up losing that way.
I mean, I have won because of that before. But it's very risky. It's not really a strategy. It's kind of a move of desperation.
I'm gonna take a risk and go with Blizzard. Oh.
So what happened here is that was a bystander. This is actually one of my favorite bystander tokens. I want to see if I can show this off on camera. This person actually is holding a copy of the Codenames box of the original Codenames game. So
She wants to play Codenames, and I just approached her and asked her.
he has a goatee. I think he's a guy.
Oh. Well, he hasn't told me what he identifies as.
No,
so.
that's true. That's true. I'm making assumptions based on his facial hair choices.
Yep. He could be non-binary. They could be non-binary.
Absolutely. What's your clue?
I feel like we need to get you a hat for this as the quiz master.
Squid hat.
Okay.
I think me and Bonnie are a tap out. I'm pretty mentally drained. We're coming up pretty flat. We'll maybe see what the twist is, but
I mean, if
Yeah.
you don't have anything by
yeah, that's kind of where we
just
are.
have something.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be good. Like, I think you're overthinking this.
Probably.
Just
Oh
come
no,
up
we
with
have a
something.
base thing. We're just
If you have a base thing,
tired.
then you have
Okay.
something. Like,
Okay.
yeah, just go for it. Test it out. See what comes up.
This is a Bonnie's?
Yeah.
Fun. This has something to do with fate, doesn't it?
Oh.
Probably.
Yeah. Wait, I think that actually might be Legend of Zelda. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't think it is. At least
Doesn't
nothing
look
I've
like
ever
Legend of
seen.
Zelda to me.
It looks like the eye.
Inco, but it isn't. There's no I there. I don't know.
It might be.
Incoherent weed shit.
If it isn't one thing, it's probably Fates.
Yeah. If you've got a base game, just start testing and see what comes up.
Okay.
Because once you start testing, what it needs will be obvious.
Okay.
This is a really frustrating board.
Yep. Sometimes you get frustrating boards. Sometimes you get really great boards. Sometimes you string 4 words together with a single clue, and it goes off without a hitch, and it's wonderful. And sometimes you're struggling to get 2s. Worth pointing out, there are 9 turns, and there are 15 total agents. 15 total spaces that between the 2 of you have to guess. There's some overlap. That's how you end up with 15 between 2 people. And so, obviously, if you do clues of 1s, you're losing time. If you do clues of 2s, you're gaining time, but not much. 3s and 4s gain you a ton of time, but are really hard to pull off. Other things about these bits, these obviously cover the cards quite nicely, and that's because once they've been guessed, they're effectively not on the board. Even if they would otherwise be an assassin, they're not on the board anymore. It's like they don't exist anymore, so you don't need to worry about them. But the timer tokens, when you flip them over because they're a bystander, because something could be a bystander on one board and an agent or an assassin on the other board, it needs to not cover the whole word. It needs to not cover the card, so that the card is still visible. Someone did say bits. Thank you for the bits. Check the drive. We do appreciate it. But as a reminder, KrakenKare 9000 is reminding us in chat, if you donate in $8.08 or any iterations thereof, so 808, 1616, and so on, then you are entered to win these beautiful handmade acid-etched glass coasters. And just look at that design. They are so pretty. They are so pretty. Get those donations in. Every donation of 808 will get you an entry into win those. And the more entries you put in, the more digital tickets you get in the raffle.
Twilight 2.
Twilight 2. Twilight Walrus.
Walruses would have made that series way more enjoyable.
I will point out that Twilight is not just a series, so technically you can't tell me if you're referring to the series or... I knew you were, but you can't tell me if you're referring to the series or the state of being in Twilight. So Vampire feels like the obvious one, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit Vampire. 2 was the number, yes?
Yes.
I don't think there's anything about tattoos in the series. Ants, caves, locusts, buckets. Potter? No, I don't think so. Maybe? Dash, walrus, lemonade, flag? No. I don't think there are Vikings in that series. I don't think so.
Again, would have made it way more enjoyable.
Blizzards, saw, frost. I mean, it takes place in Washington, which is cold. Patient. I saw something go through.
Anonymous has donated $25.
Yay! Thank you, Anonymous. Whoever you are.
Blues? Twilight Blues? Driver? No. Patient? Maybe? Makeup? I don't think so. Rubber? The main character is basically made of rubber. Saddle and golf. I don't know that any of these things are relevant to the Twilight series.
Could be a different Twilight series.
I mean, for all you know, only one card is related to the Twilight series.
That's true.
And the other one is related to the time of day.
But I don't see any of these being related to the time of day either. So, I don't know. We're still pretty early, so I think I can take a risk. I mean, I don't know, Blizzard. Well, at this point, that was basically the same as me taking a timer token to end my turn.
Yep.
So that's alright. Oh, and this also explains why. This is not a rule of the game. This is just something that we do. When we turn these cards so that they face, all of the ones that she guesses face towards me, all of the ones that I guess face towards her. That way we know who guessed it, which gives us a little more information about what the cards look like. That's not a rule of the game. That's just something that we do. And the flexibility of those bits is part of what makes this game so interesting to me. Tool 3.
Tool 3.
Tool 3.
Well, my father was a tool and he played golf. Drivers can often be tools. Bucket is a tool. You said 3?
3.
I'm gonna go with bucket. So now I've just got 2.
2 more.
Assuming
Or,
the bucket
yes.
referred to tool.
That's true.
I'm just getting rid of this little hair that is on the ground.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's annoying me. A flag can technically be a tool, kinda. Not really. I think a saddle might meet the technical definition of a tool. Because you use it for a specific purpose. I'm gonna say saddle. Rubber is more of an ingredient or a medium. Saw is a tool. And then, wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember the clue from before that I guess Blizzard for. Deadly. Deadly Tattoo sounds like an R.L. Stein book.
I mean, I read it. Especially if it was Choose Your Own Adventure. You gotta, like, pick your tattoo.
Wouldn't choose your own adventure.
Well, at least it wasn't an assassin.
No, it was a pauper.
Pauper! That's my favorite of the of the bystanders.
It's
Because the
pretty good.
pupper looks so confused. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I love you.
Because you just went up to the dog and were like,
Agent Frost.
Deadly Frost. Pupper. So you're
yeah.
up.
Yep, my clue now.
So currently we have 8 agents still left. And we have 5 turns left to get them. Which is not bad. That's about on track. We're slightly behind. But that's fine. That's not too bad. It means we're at a place where we can't afford to start doing a lot of 1s, but 2s are still getting us close to it.
Beach 3.
Beach 3. Caves. Sometimes there's beaches with caves, but that's at best a stretch. Blizzard. Be a blizzard on beach. Makeup, patient, rubber, frost. Driver, golf. There are a lot of famous golf resorts on beaches. Dash, walrus. Walruses like beaches. Vikings. Vikings like beaches. Walrus. Oh, rough.
Oh, that was that bystander.
Alright, so now it's my turn. Glacial 2.
Glacial.
Everyone in chat, don't forget to get your donations in. 808 or any iterations thereof give you a chance at these amazing coasters. These are really great things.
Shouldn't it just be 808 or anything higher than that?
No, because that way if somebody wants to donate $10 but doesn't want to get entered,
Alright.
they can.
Glacial.
Because somebody might be crazy and not want these. I don't know why you wouldn't want these, but if for some reason you don't want these, you don't have to. But
Fair enough.
Caves can be on glaciers. If something's described as glacial, it's usually not something that would dash. ants are not really glacial. Walruses, I think those like glaciers. Getting a tattoo probably might feel glacial, depending on where you get it. Old drivers could be glacial. But that doesn't say old drivers, it just says driver. If you are patient, then you would be willing to put up with something glacial. I would say frost, but I guessed that last time and confused a dog. I know I think that golf is glacial, but I know you actually enjoy golf, so I'm not sure if you would pick that one.
I do. It's fun to play. It's agony to watch, though. I don't know why anyone would watch golf on TV. I don't get that at all.
Welcome to the PGA Tour. We are not sponsored by them.
I mean, I feel the same way about bowling. It's like, I really do sincerely love bowling, and I was on a league for several years. But watching other people bowl is like, unless you really know, like you're really, really super into the physics of it.
Alright, we need to move faster.
Yeah.
Because we're already
glacial.
past half.
Say cave. You said 3?
I said 2.
You said 2. Okay, thank God.
You can guess 3.
I do still need to find something deadly. Ants are deadly to me. Oh, actually was super confident when I thought of that. Because, like, I'm allergic to fire ant bites, and so that sounded like the sort of clue you would come up with for me.
You got the small child.
Yeah, she looks about the same age I was when I found out I was allergic to fire ant bites. That was a fun way to find out about it, too. Sitting on a fire ant hill. It's a great way to learn you're allergic to fire ant bites.
To the wire. We've got to bring everyone in for the twist, so let's do these quick, and I mean, if we lose, we lose. Let's just do it quick.
Okay, so...
Go for the infinite! Go for it!
Condom 1.
Condom 1.
Gee, I won.
Rubber.
Yes!
Sweet, taking it.
You're not gonna try to guess anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Not yet. Apollo 11.
Apollo 11, where's explosion?
No.
No, not Apollo 11. Apollo 11 was, I was thinking...
So you get 11 guesses for this.
The Apollo 11...
I'm sorry. Apollo 11 2.
Apollo 11 2?
Yep. Apollo 11 is the proper noun. 2 is the number.
Okay.
Impressive, you got 11 for Apollo.
Apollo 11... flag. Okay. And then,
I'm just adjusting.
I'm gonna take that one.
Okay.
Let's see, which ones have I already given clues for? Marking 2.
Marking 2. Tattoo. Make it.
Womp womp.
Okay. So now we are out of tokens. Which
Sudden death?
Yeah, which means we are in the sudden death round. So we can we can guess away. There's no taking turns. We just guess as soon as things come to us. Dash. If we're right, we get it. If we're wrong, we lose. At this point, if we make any wrong guess at all, we just lose flat out.
You get 3 left.
We lose.
Yeah.
So deadly was rifle and vampire, because they're the two things that, by their nature, are inherently deadly. Was my thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then we covered vampire, and then All right. So I'm gonna bring everyone down for the twist. Be right back.
I kind of really want to know which ones he would have guessed for my clues.
For what?
For the clues that he didn't guess. Mm-hmm.
What do you have left?
Huh?
What did you have left?
I had Viking. I was hoping that.
I mean, you could have just said Redbeard and perfectly fine.
I had Blues. I think those were the last two that I had.
Because you only had 3 left.
Yeah.
He had 1.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. And then he also had
What are we at?
that.
You're still at $850.
Nice.
We have 150 left to get to our goal.
Woo!
This is the
worst team I've ever heard.
Yeah.
We're only 150 away from our goal, guys.
Yeah.
What?
Only
We're only
150
away from the goal.
Shit, yeah.
That's great. Hey, chat.
How you been?
Good, because I'm going to be honest, come 8 o'clock, I ain't going to want to do this shit no more. That's not true. I want to dance for you forever, stream.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Shoes and pennies? Like
Yeah.
pennies, sure, I can work with pennies.
You don't
Yeah.
see the connection?
But pennies was too easy, so I had to give you something harder in the theme.
Wait, what?
I see.
Oh,
They were just complaining
For
about the.
inspiration.
I've been inspired by many shoes, thank you.
They were complaining about the theme because they
Shoes is
can't
fine.
hack it.
What?
Shoes is fine.
Oh, yeah.
You
shoes.
guys just decided to go with
Yeah.
just dudes, so
Shoes.
you don't have a good
We don't have shoes.
shit.
We don't have
Oh my
the
God.
shoes
Oh my god.
angle.
Oh my god,
Shit.
shoes.
No.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an old dead meme.
So?
We're bringing it back.
All right,
Stop
guys.
trying to make shoes a thing. Shoes will
Again.
never be a thing.
Again.
So-
Hey Scott, can you click on the room scene on OBS?
And then hit transition.
Or cuts. I learned a thing.
Oh wait, it was there for a second.
I believe in Scott.
There it is.
then just hit transition.
Yay!
Attack that has no experience.
You now have
It's
experience.
okay.
You clicked the fucking button.
What's your dip?
All right, guys. So
What's in it?
Yeah.
Guys.
cheese,
We all know
chicken,
that-
dip and ranch.
Shoes.
that every good story deserves a twist, and this
Least
one,
ever good cooking show.
Does it involve
Chameleon
one?
twist.
and this one, I gave you a weird theme, so the twist isn't going to be too bad. We're all here raising money to be donated to charity, and so in the spirit of donations,
No.
your game must involve a mechanic to donate in some way from one player to another. How you interpret that is up to you, but it must involve some way to donate from one player to another.
That might actually fix our problem.
All right, guys. Go see what you can come up with. Test away.
I thought you were
And we
going
will
to
see
say
you
it
back
had-
here.
What's testing?
I don't believe in testing.
What's a test?
And we will see you back here in about 25 minutes. We did the twist a little bit late.
I thought you were going to have it be something. It needs to have something to do with organ donation or something.
You want to?
That might have been funny. Another standard game?
I'm gonna need this.
I will leave it up to you.
Daniel.
We can do another standard game, or we can try to explain a more customized game.
I think that the standard game is a good length to shoot for now. At some point, I want to play this on stream during one of our normal 3-hour streams, and so when that comes around, we'll do
Shall
some
I
more of that.
transition back to your table?
Yes,
Yes, please.
I would appreciate it.
Ta-da.
Staff Bear, I'm glad you believe in Scott.
I'm
I
glad
do
somebody
anything,
does.
but you can believe.
Scott did the thing, so your belief was well founded. And what else can be well founded is your donation of $8.08 or any iteration thereof to be entered into the raffle for these amazing coasters. Yes, I'm shilling. Yes, I'm shilling harder. These are really that awesome, though.
They are.
They are.
good.
These are hand etched. They are acid etched glass coasters, and just look at that design. Look at how pretty that is. Who does not want that in their home?
You sound like you're on Shopping Network.
I wouldn't know. I've never watched it.
I haven't either. But,
Oh,
but you sound like all of the parodies of Shopping Network.
fair enough. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on this game. We'll try to do this one a little bit faster. We'll see what happens.
I can help you.
Chat, if you have any guesses, we can.
I believe, this is not visible for them at all. So
No, but if they
It's
have any
fair.
guesses as to what words we could be referring to.
yep, you can go ahead and put them into chat if you've got a guess.
If you can read them.
Yeah, it's a little hard to
Is
read.
there a way to zoom
They're
in?
slightly out of focus. Scott, if you want to
I
try
have
to
no
do
idea.
that, okay. Don't worry.
I'm like, I ain't gonna screw with your setup.
We've got Christmas, cherry.
I don't think that's gonna work
Okay.
because nobody's gonna memorize all 25 cards and the positions.
Yeah. I tried.
I appreciate it.
Maybe they can
Cooking
somewhat
3.
read them.
Cooking 3. Curry, you cook curry. Christmas, I cook on every major holiday.
Cherry's a food.
Cherry is a food. I also cook on Easter, because that's also a major holiday for our family. Boiling is something you do in order to cook.
Is the center word really Carter?
The center
Easter.
word is Easter.
Okay.
Is Easter.
Well, show us how well I can read.
My name is not in these. There is no.
At least not that we've seen yet.
I mean, I do believe there are blank tiles.
There are, though none of the. I haven't done anything with any of the blank tiles. I mean, it's not like we're running short of tiles anytime soon. There's 2 huge stacks.
Caesar can be Caesar salad, which you toss, which is arguably
Do you
cooking.
really want to cook a salad?
Don't, because he'll try it.
I've done it. I've cooked salad for you before, and you liked it.
I was just warning him not to go off on a "would you do this in the kitchen" thing. Because if you can think of it, he'll try it.
I mean, that's how I developed a recipe for fried corn.
Yep.
It's good.
It is. Surprisingly good. Yeah.
Hey,
Is there?
there's not really a way to bring it more into focus. We could try to zoom in, but Scott's currently the one sitting
Do you want to get up
Intact.
and see if you can figure it out
wanna
while
do
I
this?
Yeah, I'll try.
work on?
Here. I'm also like
Um,
looking at the stream on my laptop because it's like 40 seconds behind. It
Yeah.
keeps falling behind.
Keep thinking about it and try to come up with a guess.
Mm-hmm. You said 3, right?
I said 3, yes.
Okay. So I think that Boyle is probably
Point to one and I will do for you if you need it.
And I think Curry. Was it cook or cooking?
Cooking.
Cooking. Okay. Because that can be important. The phrasing of the clue can often be important. What'd you do?
Post your Kraken fixes.
And donate. Do that too. There's a spider.
Nope. Just a nope.
Alright, I'm not gonna feel too bad about messing up this scene because we don't need it again.
Sounds like Dulce's being a very good girl. We go with Boyle. Yay. And then
Oh, so it is facing.
yeah, yeah. If they're the ones that he is giving, then they face him. And
2 more guesses.
That's
Microwave.
a little easier read, but not really enough.
and Curry. Yay! I guessed all 3. Assuming those 3 were the ones that were all supposed to refer to cooking, we can't read his mind, so we'll never
Technically,
know.
I can because I can see what he's trying to guess.
Well, but you can see which words he's got.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you don't know
No.
which ones
No.
are necessarily having to do with cooking. Let me see. Now I gotta think of a clue to give Carter when he comes back. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. One of the things that's really awesome about the co-op mode is that because you're working together, the times when you both because you both have, there's like I think 2 tiles that are both
Yeah.
that are green for both sides. 3.
Because it's 9 and 9. You only have 15. So yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
It's 3 tiles that are green for both sides, 1 tile that's black for one side, and green. There's 2 tiles that are black for one side and green for the other, but there's 2 because one is black for me and green for her, the other is black for her and green for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are, I think, 3.
Because I was gonna see if maybe putting the lid down would kind of help it have something to focus more.
Oh. Maybe. But I think if it was going to focus on anything, it would be the cards anyway.
Yeah.
Because the cards are clear black on white text.
Mm-hmm.
It's slightly better.
Yeah.
At least on my screen.
Nah. It's not going to work. And then there are
We
4.
tried.
I'm sorry, there are 5 that are beige for me and green for you, and 5, of course, that are green for you and beige for me.
Yeah, but I was just saying that it's always super helpful if you have like one word that you're like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna get this to? How am I gonna find some way to tie this one word to all of the other words that I have that are green? And then it turns out to be on the other person's board too.
All right, so what do you got?
I don't know yet. I was explaining a thing.
You're supposed to be thinking.
You can explain and think at the same time.
No, I can't. It's my day off. Like seriously, I'm having to stop myself from reading these cards out loud because of how all of my experience with tutoring. If I'm reading something that is flat on a table, I feel like I should be reading it out loud to someone. What is that? Yeah, every now and then she remembers she can howl.
What you got? Yeah, if you guys in Chatland can hear the dogs, which I'm pretty sure you can. Let's see your Francrasies. Or Oh My Dogs. I also accept Oh My Dog.
Ring of Fire 2.
Ah, forgot about those.
Okay, so that was easy. Alright, that was easy. Oh, you forgot to take that.
Oh, whoops, thank you.
And take this. Peas 2.
Is that P-E-A or P-E-E?
P-E-A-S.
Okay.
You are allowed to spell your clues. Thank you, Stat Fair, and check the drive. You are allowed to spell your clues. You are not allowed to explain what you mean if your clue has multiple meanings. Always spare more poppers.
Did you give a clue?
Peas 2.
That's right, peas too. There's snap peas. Peas. Some pearls are the size of peas. I'm gonna go with snap for snap peas. And you laughed.
Bob Ross also good.
Bob Ross would love Dulce.
Dog's better. Bob Ross also good.
We bought at a convention we were at a little bit ago. We bought Bob Ross inspired paintings where there was a TARDIS hidden in the background of each of the paintings, and each painting was inspired after a different Bob Ross episode.
Yeah, each one was actually the painter followed along Bob Ross episodes, but then just added a TARDIS.
You said 2?
2. 2 is what I said.
Okay, and I guessed 1, so that leaves 1. Pearl starts with P-E-A. That's 2 justifications for Pearl, but neither of them is a justification that I think Carter would have gone for.
Also, the second one would be an illegal clue.
Yeah, which still frustrates me.
Just replace Resi with decent.
I think I'm gonna just take that one and think on it some more.
Alright.
What you got? Let's see.
We do need to go pretty quick.
Yes, we do.
I mean, we're trying to go fast. If we lose, we lose. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. Fancy 2.
Fancy 2.
No, fancy. You gotta pronounce it right.
That's not all. Caesar's pretty fancy. Slippers can be fancy. Easter can be fancy. Christmas can be fancy. Pearls are definitely fancy. Pearl. Caesar. I will take this. And snowing 2.
Snowing 2. Well, you go skiing, usually not while it's snowing, but you can. I think. I don't know. I've never been skiing.
I don't actually know.
Snow can come down as kind of dusty, like a dusting of snow. You said 2?
2.
2.
2 is what I said.
Ski? What? What?
Come
Ooh,
to think of it,
that
you,
is
you said the word
Christmas.
skiing as your clue when ski was on the board?
Yep.
Pretty sure that's
That
a
was
legal
short-sighted.
move, but, who's counting?
It's your turn to give a clue.
Yep.
fast.
Fast. Still disappointed Philip did not choose Sonic High School.
Noise 2.
Volume. Slippers make specifically not a lot of noise. Crows make noise. Quack is noise. The Red Sea 1.
And then for the other snowing, it's either Wonderland or Dust. But I'm gonna play it safe right now.
Alright. What's the clue?
Feet 1.
F-E-E-T or F-E-A-T?
F-E-E-T.
F-E-E-T. 1?
Yes.
Slip.
And then
That.
wanna lick the mic, it looks so tasty.
Agriculture 1?
Agriculture 1, greenhouse. Ooh. Yeah. Snowing. See, for snowing, I could see Dust, Wonderland, or Russia.
And me?
No, it's Sam.
Tell him to stop being lazy and just get down here.
Yes. There must be a mechanic where a player donates to another player. Have fun.
Literally just forgot
So you
what the
guys are-
twist was.
He had a question about the details of the twist.
Not just donate to a pile, probably.
Hey, honey?
Yeah.
Are all the greens on your board covered?
Yes.
Okay.
We got 2.
You're supposed to mention that.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
That's okay. That means that I get all the turns.
I mean, yeah, I'll take another clue.
Yeah. Guess what? Guess what?
Soviet won.
Russia!
Bingo.
Yay!
With only one mistake and
Yeah.
2 turns remaining.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good.
I think that's the best we've done so far.
It's one of the better games we've done. Oh. We didn't actually have 2 turns remaining. We accidentally set out all the timer tokens instead of just the 9. But still, we won still, because that would have meant that we had 0 timer tokens left.
But you got it at the end.
Yeah, 0 timer tokens is legitimate.
Yep.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna clean this up and
Yep.
then I'm going to go upstairs and we are going to call an end to this competition.
Am I judging? Or am
Sure.
I done now?
We all
You,
just
Scott, and
judge
Dustin can be judges.
Okay. How do I judge?
Judgmentally.
Is it like a 1 out of 10 thing?
Great idea.
Or is it just a,
I mean,
this one's my favorite thing?
Strictly speaking, this is a non-competitive activity, so, you know, however you want to judge is really up to you. You don't
How
even-
is it non-competitive if it's a contest?
It's not a contest.
Maybe I'm just too competitive, but I don't understand.
It isn't a contest? I don't understand the question.
Like, why are we judging?
You don't have to. You were the one who brought up the idea of judging.
Oh.
I wasn't going to have judges. I was just going to have everyone show off what they did.
Oh, okay.
What's a judge? I mean, we could always judge just like, this seems like a good idea. This seems like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But I don't think we'll be terrible.
Those go in there. Alright, I will head up. Let everyone make last minute adjustments and then bring them all down here.
Nothing could possibly go wrong.
And anyone who needs a table, we will start with on the table, and then for anyone who needs the table to not be here, we will move the table out of the way, and we will have them present last.
And for right now, I will make up pretty coasters.
I'll be
which
right back.
you can get a raffle ticket by donating at least, what is it, $8.08?
That is correct.
Yeah.
You got it.
And they're pretty. Yeah. Almost as pretty as our little Kraken.
That is still a nice Kraken cover they got on that table.
I know.
literally on my way over, it's like, oh, it's at 3% battery. Let's see how far that gets. What will happen? Who will know? I don't like it. I did not.
Trying to think. Are we still at 150 to our goal?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yay.
That's correct. Unless someone donated in the last 5 seconds and did not notice. Let's see here. According to the time on this computer, it's almost 40. The one on the stream is 25, and the one on my computer is 16. Thanks, lag. You the best.
These are pretty coasters.
And these coasters can be yours for just the low price of $8.08. Because we have
Per raffle ticket. So if you wanna
You could
see.
just go to, let's see, 1616, 2424.
Or if you're
That-
super paranoid,
You could just go 8080.
do like multiple donations of exactly $8.08. But that would be kind of, I wouldn't recommend that because then there's the.
I don't think anyone's actually done that yet, just because, or no, it probably doesn't show cent amounts if someone has donated in cents.
So then why do we ask the people donate 8?
What?
They don't understand.
What's the question?
Does it show the cent values?
Thank you.
Yeah. It shows us.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. It doesn't show the stream cent values.
No, but it shows us on the back end. Yep.
That's all.
The 8 cents is just for people to indicate that they want the coasters.
Is this anything I don't need to see?
I mean, I'm leaving it on that intentionally so you can see that, because it's your stream.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not changing it to anything else. Don't touch any tabs. By the way, it's that one. That.
No, I know.
Did I mention I'm also lagging
Carter,
as hell
there's another
behind
box,
that?
Of soft pretzels.
Oh.
That's some money.
I thought you were saying that there was another box of something that we could shill.
No.
Not right now.
How's it going, guys?
You know I can read.
It's doing well.
Where your shelves.
Oh,
Doing
yes,
well.
I know.
Hi, chat. Oh yeah, you can't see the top of my head. Hi, chat.
Oh yeah, I should also do that.
How you
Oh,
guys
no.
doing? It looks like you guys got some football emotes.
Whoops.
Pretty
And
cool.
lots of doggo emotes.
Oh, can they hear the doggos?
Yeah.
We can hear them. They were
Dulce
nice.
was
can
being
hear
pretty
Dulce.
loud.
We may have accidentally left the door open. I
Dulce
couldn't
was
tell.
guarding the house.
From the thunder.
Is there
Because
thunder
fuck
outside?
Zeus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. It's really
It's-
sunny out. Like there's 90.
Yeah.
Thunder.
And I
Feel the
parked down the
thunder.
street, just like,
And
Like
yeah,
lightning in
I
the
didn't know
thunder.
till I went upstairs. We couldn't hear it down here at all.
Yeah.
ah.
Which
It's
just
far-
goes to show you how loud Dulce is.
Actually, it was far away and low and rumbly. So.
And I threw them out in the back, and then they got tired.
And
eventually.
happy.
And
Dulce
anxious about
ate,
being
like,
in the thunder.
Dulce ate like 2 sticks.
I think
Yeah,
the other
fair.
team is disqualified.
Yay,
Yeah, they
Those
didn't
are not
Sticks
here.
aren't gonna hurt her.
One time.
No.
They're
Good
not
fiber.
Minecraft
Carter.
sticks.
Good fight.
Maybe we didn't play test, but we are here on time.
Point of order, we arrived here on time.
That is true.
True. What
What is on time?
This will
though?
this will be considered in the final judging. Though I'll take this
Punctuality.
opportunity to remind you that this is a non-competitive event.
Not yet, it isn't.
No, you don't.
I mean, if you guys want to compete, I guess you can.
Chat can vote by donating whenever their favorite game is up.
Yeah.
You're
$5.01 for Team Dudes, and $5.02 for Team
The Gnome
Multi-Spectrum.
And they'll put it in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna be like the original friends, but that works better.
Okay. Actually, we should name our game that.
Yeah.
Why am I
We
so
could do the
tempted to
original.
dog whistle?
Yeah.
But not do that because I know that will rile up the dogs.
Just
I don't
go to the
remember
top
what
of
the
the
thing
lobby
you said
stairs.
for-
It might not be competitive, but we can all
Doesn't
make sure
surprise.
Carter loses by making
doesn't
games
work at all.
nothing like what he asked.
It doesn't work on
But
any
he's
level.
not asking for anything.
You're
I mean,
telling.
oh yeah, we could have just completely ignored the
Everyone
shoe
wins
and
but
penny
Carter.
thing and just anarchy.
I mean, are you
So-
trying to use a penny loafer?
So you gave us the prompt of pennies
But
and
here's
shoes.
the thing
But that's
though.
dumb.
Here's the
So,
thing.
here's
By
what-
doing that, you would have shoehorned the rules.
Oh.
Excuse me while
I
I
mean,
just.
the
speaking of-
title for the game me and
so-
Bonnie we're working on.
Philip,
was
you're gonna
Penny
let
Loafer.
anarchy reign, so
God
you
damn
gave
it.
us shoes and pennies, and we decided to praise Helix.
Where is the.
Hashtag everyone but Carter. Everyone
It's
but
by Carter.
Alright.
Chats in
Oh,
the
radical
vault.
one
Over
like that.
what?
Deus Volt? What? Are we.
Over what?
There's
They're telling
one.
us that we should ignore all of Carter's rules and should have gone with our own prompts.
So I vote that their team be named the
Johnny
ever
come
expanding team.
Yeah.
We had Avani was a play
Exponential growth.
Yeah.
Alright, so who needs to play on the table and who needs the floor space? Does
Table.
anybody need.
Table.
Everybody needs
Table.
table?
Awesome.
Wait, did we only have 2 teams?
It ended
We
up
wound
being
up with
two
only
teams.
2 teams.
'Cause Avani and Philip broke up.
Philip's brain dead.
Yeah.
Avani
So that's
doesn't
why
care
we put
enough.
him in the tech booth.
Trace
Trace
accidentally joined.
It's okay.
Yeah, and
Carter
Trace
plays
accidentally joined our
nice.
game.
Originally he was gonna be a Ghost Raider, and then
He just kept writing.
he
You
became
resurrected him.
He
Yep.
became corporeal.
Alright, guys, so who wants to go first?
Oh, alright. I
We
was
will.
gonna write things down.
Alright,
We're doing more
it
friends.
looks like.
Do it live.
Do it live.
What's your team name?
We are the original friends.
Okay. Team Original Friends.
The original.
How many?
original
The
friends.
original
Excuse
friends.
me, I apologize. Team The Original Friends. How many people do you need for this test?
2.
2? Alright.
Because they
Come
were
at
bad.
As we will show you our game, Gnome Factory.
I'll be a test
Question.
player.
Do y'all need to take
No, you won't.
Okay.
You
Yes,
can
they
be here.
Be here.
I'm gonna kick you out.
I switched it to when people walk in.
Oh, God.
Oh, pay all the coins.
Is there paper and pen still?
You didn't
There
bring
were
your
2
own
pencils over
materials?
here.
There's pencils right here.
We're still
Where did
here.
our other coins go?
I got them.
No, I like that
If they're
one.
testing on the table.
They said I could stay.
Where'd the big tub of pennies go, though?
Oh, it's around.
Addendum.
No, not. We don't need that.
Alright.
Did I leave it first?
Did you?
Oh, I think I brought
I
enough.
like alliteration.
Alright, we're good.
Alright,
We
guys.
don't conform
So-
to your limitations of
Yeah.
only using pennies.
Yeah.
So,
I have
as
a
a
piece of paper.
reminder,
That's okay. I was supposed to bring nickels and quarters.
Can I have a
everywhere.
piece of paper?
Also,
ain't got one.
I never said you could only use pennies. All I said was you had to use pennies.
I'm aware.
Yeah,
I have a piece of
we're
paper.
aware.
I can run up and get you one. Alright, as a reminder for everyone in chat,
Rusty, I'm sorry.
the secret ingredient was pennies. Every team had to use pennies in some form or fashion. The theme was shoes, and partway through they received the twist that it must involve somehow donating.
Like you can donate
Thank you, Sam.
to
That's not
charity.
electrical on the camera.
Okay.
No, I can't intentionally put it upside down.
Because
Oh,
they
I
need a
knew
piece
it
of
was upside
paper.
down.
There's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
They just want a piece of paper.
I knew. Yeah.
Just give him a piece of paper.
All I wanted was a paper, and she wouldn't give it to me.
You know who would also love some paper? Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
By paper we mean the green stuff.
And
Not
by the
related
green
to
stuff,
the
we
green
mean
stuff.
the weed.
Okay.
You could also.
Doesn't need to be
Okay,
plugged
is the
in.
peanut gallery done chatting so we can debut
Yeah.
I
our
was
magnum
chilling.
opus?
The peanut gallery is
We
never
have to
done
show
chatting.
sometimes.
That's why they're the peanut gallery.
Got a shill.
Shill dude.
Chill out.
For the kids.
Are you just drumming angrily to buy time while I write this down?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh.
Just checking.
Well, I guess in that case.
Then why did you yell at us?
Because I can yell at you.
It was a rude.
You know you should never yell at the children of
Children's
Children's
Healthcare
Healthcare of
Or
Atlanta.
Sharpie or something.
Unless you're
that
yelling at them to get better.
might be more legible.
But
Even then, you
unfortunately,
can probably be a little bit
despite
more
my
gentle
best
with yelling.
efforts, you can't yell cancer away. But you
Or-
can spend it away with large amounts of money.
Or
Just be
we
really
just
loud
don't know
with your
how
joke
loud to
shit.
yell.
Or the frequency. Maybe the frequency's off.
Or
Yeah,
is
like
you
a
sure
brown
you want
note.
a marker or something that
Or
might show up?
Maybe
your-
the brown
It
note
doesn't
will get
really
rid
matter.
of
It's more
cancer.
for just,
We won't know
reference or
until we
reference.
fund
Oh, okay.
Children's
So-
Healthcare.
Are we ready?
Yay!
850, 150 to go!
Wait, that's
No, we've been
Oh,
at
that's-
we
Sheeta
did
at
850.
50.
We gained.
Yeah.
Maybe
Still
it takes-
Why isn't it
Yay.
updated over here?
I don't know.
That's what you
it
get.
takes a
Guys,
couple minutes.
it takes a second.
Okay. So,
Okay.
It takes too many
So
seconds.
this is Gnome Factory.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to give the premise?
Yes. It's a game about gnomes who make shoes and donate those shoes.
So,
Because gnomes are good people.
the basics
But they're not people.
of this game.
They're gnomes.
Gnomes are people.
We do have a limited clock here, guys.
Yeah. So the basics of this are it's a trick-taking game. By depending on what the suit of the trick you take is, determines what type of material you get.
Cloth leather.
So, for example, the current trump suit is chalices, which correlates to cotton, which will be represented with a nickel.
So is that because you flipped a chalice?
Yeah, well, the chalices are always cotton and are represented with nickels.
Right, but is it the trump suit because you flipped it?
that
Yes.
is yes, that is
Yes.
the trump suit, is chalices.
Because you flipped.
Because we flipped it, yes,
Okay,
Carter.
thank you.
Okay. Yes,
Yes.
I'm not sure. Okay. Anyway,
Just so you know.
pentagrams will be associated with leather and will be represented with dimes. Wands and swords will represent the thread and will be represented with pennies. To complete a shoe, you need 2 leather and a thread, or 2 cotton and a thread. And once you complete a shoe, you receive a shoe token,
Represented by a quarter.
represented by a quarter.
Rich motherfuckers using quarters.
If you would like, at any time, you can, or before you play a card, you can donate a shoe to your opponent to change or potentially change the trumps by flipping over the next card.
And shoes, which is important because shoes are also your score.
Yes.
So you're gambling your potential future winnings
Okay.
on each one.
Do you have? How quick are the games? Can you play a SS game?
Let's find
Yeah.
out.
I guess I'll go first.
Sure. Let's just
Yeah.
go back to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Okay. I'm going to. So I have to follow suit of the chalice. So I have a 7 of chalices.
So Chris wins.
So I will win that, and I will get a piece of leather.
No, you don't have to play the same suit as the trump suit, right?
No, you have to play the same suit as the lead player if you have a card of that suit.
But the trump suit can be played at any time.
No.
Oh.
You must follow suit. If you cannot follow suit, then you may play anything, including a trump suit.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's like
It's like euchre.
Yeah.
or hearts.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Which is like euchre.
I lead
right.
because I.
That's right.
So I'm going to play.
Sorry,
Sorry, I'm
big
nervous.
guys. Play
It's
you.
fine. I'm gonna play a 4 of swords.
I play a 4 of swords, and I'm going to play a 1 of chalices to trump you.
So you do have to follow suit. So if you have a
okay,
sword,
that's
you must
right.
play a sword.
Well, then I beat your swords with 6 swords.
Okay, so he takes that and he gets a piece of thread.
Red. And I don't have this shoe.
Yeah, you don't actually have that shoe.
Yeah. Shoes are for closers.
Yeah. And then you lead the next hand.
What's the maximum number of players for this game? Is it 2, or can you play with more?
But it's kind of ideally 2. It's kind of a manufactorum duel, if you will.
Okay.
But potentially, we're researching the ideas of expansion packs to really kind of.
Would it need an expansion? Would it need extra bits, or would
No,
you be able
we're
to
just
play
playing with the
more?
idea of it to bilk our consumers for more cash.
That's not really a thing with physical games.
Really?
So if
Yeah, you have to at least have some number of bits.
Yeah.
In an expansion.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. You said you didn't need more bits.
I said we don't need more bits. I'm not saying the consumer won't want more bits because it won't make the game better.
Okay. So you haven't thought it out then?
No, I have. I'm telling you what I thought out.
Okay.
So now I have enough to make a shoe because I have 2 leather or 2 thread and a leather. So I'm gonna make a shoe. And then, all right, you get
So I get
a leather,
oh wait, leather. That's right.
and then you leave the last hand. I can't follow this, so you
I get
another leather.
another leather, so I can make a shoe.
No, you need 2 thread.
That's right. I need 2 thread and a leather.
Yeah.
That's right. I got it.
Alright, so what happens now?
So now you
you
play another hand, and you play until a certain point.
Yeah. You play
What is
until
that certain point?
You play until the shoe economy has balanced by you running out of shoe tokens.
Or whoever gets to 5 shoes.
That also is, what the market would
Shoes
bear.
or pairs? You gotta have.
It's pairs of shoes, James.
No.
Yes.
That's why it costs
Alright.
2 thread.
2 thread.
One for
Okay.
each leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't pay attention to the fact
Oh, wait,
that
you're
it's
dealing.
not
Okay.
okay.
Alright, so play one more hand real quick, and then I think we've got the idea.
Okay.
I never learned how to do that.
I think by playing Magic, even though people don't riffle shuffle, you just eventually just it happens.
I'm always scared to do it.
Yeah.
It's 7, right?
I learned
Yeah,
from FaceTime.
yes.
My parents played a lot of it.
That was an arbitrary number picked, but I think it worked out pretty well. I do too.
You guys know I can hear you, right?
No.
they have any idea that we literally came up with this like 2 days ago. Nice cover. Alright, so...
The trump suit is wands.
Alright.
The dealer goes first.
No, dealer doesn't go first.
Yeah, they do.
Is there any significance to using the minor arcana suits instead of the standard playing card suits?
We find it adds an element of mysticism inherent to gnomes back into the game.
Okay.
It keeps the player in a fairy tale mindset.
Good one. I had nothing for that question. I'm the marketing guy.
Says the one that was like, because we want them to spend more money.
Exactly, that's marketing, bitch.
No,
No.
marketing is hiding that you want them to spend more money.
Right, but I'm
Yeah.
talking to the guy here, so I
Oh.
can talk in business speak.
Got it.
He's the investor.
How you choose to present your games is up to you. That's a team choice.
I'm actually seeing a change I might implement already, but we're going to continue on. with
We are
this.
going
Yeah.
to continue on.
You
You can't
can-
change now.
Yeah. You can present it as an artistic achievement, as an achievement in design. You can present it as something silly and fun. You could even present it as something that is. Was that not a trump?
I thought, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why you were robotically doing that. So that's a,
Yeah,
So-
so you get the...
yeah. And I can make a shoe.
So the material you get is always based on the lead card.
Yes.
Yes, but I'm going to donate this shoe to Chris
Okay.
to change the trump suit.
Did it change? I couldn't tell.
It
Yes,
did.
it went
Yes.
from wands to swords.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And now I'm going to cut.
Okay.
I got fucked.
This is an interesting part of this E3 demo.
Yeah.
And here you can see me getting fucked.
It's a Ubisoft demo.
Oh, I see.
That's why we had the 8-minute dancing panda interlude.
I played a 3 of
You
wands.
played 3 wands. Well, I played 7 of wands.
Alright, you got it.
Yeah.
You get a nice string. Oh, now you can make another shoe.
I can make another shoe. I'm back in the game.
There you are.
Are you going to
Our
donate
game
that
seems
shoe as well?
surprisingly complete
No.
compared to theirs.
I'm done donating. Now it's about getting what's mine.
Alright.
That's business.
Alright. It's your lead.
Speaking of getting what's yours, if you donate in amounts of
$8.08.
or any iterations thereof, you'll be entered in to win
I think we might
A
need
set-
to implement a trading economy.
I think so.
a set of 4 of these really just awesome coasters. These are really great. I know I've been saying that over and over, but seriously, look at these things.
I'm really jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
So,
Like I
yeah.
saw those, I was like,
So-
how can I make those disappear with me?
Oh, the other
My
one's
God.
So
really
that's
ones.
Gnome Factory.
Wait, I got another point.
So with
Alright.
with 3 shoes, Chris is the clear victor. He will take over. His Gnome Factory will encompass my Gnome Factory and overall increase gnome happiness throughout the realm.
Alright, well done. Snaps, everybody.
Now the other team shall jump into the Kraken.
in the last 3 minutes.
I don't think they can either. It's not like we were actually
Hey,
just standing in
Carter.
the kitchen and I went, "Hey,
You wanna buy some
No.
shiz with us?
Carter, can I have my shield Carter side back?
Yes.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Can
I
we
apologize.
borrow-
I did not see your foot.
no."
We realized that we ran, like, we might not have enough
There's
for
a
the
whole
base.
bunch in there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did I
good,
see
good,
that?
good.
Okay.
This
I,
is the thing.
I didn't actually use any of the supplied pennies.
How
We're
many?
missing a cup.
Up to 4.
Yeah.
Up to 4. Okay. I can sit in if you want. Am I? You don't want to be on?
Do we? Hey, I need this Sharpie.
Yeah.
Oh, to make it, yeah, a little
Yeah,
more
so people
noticeable.
can actually see.
This would be a poker table. But,
And then I sit on both
okay.
of your feet to keep them
I
warm.
mean,
with numbers.
we have a card table here. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make them real big.
Well, we're gonna cover it up with cards.
Doesn't are
Yeah,
not
but-
the 4th
I
here?
guess it'll be big enough.
All right.
I will also do the little one at the bottom, but so that
If that's okay.
they can see
Yeah,
as
that's
we're
fine.
doing stuff.
You.
You do you, boo.
Yeah, it's your team. What you want to do with the presentation is up to y'all. Do you guys want the 4th? We do have a Scott
add
sitting
another
here.
player.
Scott, you wanna buy some shiz?
Buying shares.
We're missing
Give
a
me
cup.
some shares.
I have 1,
could
2,
get some
3. Yeah, we
shares.
are. I don't
Missing
know
a cup.
what it is.
I'll go
I'll-
grab one.
Okay. Thank you.
You can explain the rules.
So,
later.
we will. Give me my crappy card.
Yeah.
Alright.
That was like a cookie.
Yeah, this is.
We cut up the cookie cake box.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's
So-
It's resourcefulness. I like
Yeah.
it.
We needed.
I was like, we need cardstock. Hey, look at this box.
You should have seen all of the various bits that I pulled out and just laid around us in a circle. I was like, what the fuck can we do with it? I had marbles, rubber bands.
I saw it. Kind of looked like you were attempting to channel something. I was really wondering what you were doing with all of it.
Trying to come up with ideas.
We got a donation from
What was the amount?
someone Jones for, let me do math, $25?
Woo!
I don't know.
What?
I might be wrong.
Thank you so much.
Also,
I don't have my phone on me. I can't check the.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. Enhance the image. We got to enhance.
I have just been checking the tweets. Our auto tweets are a little bit faster than our updater.
Huh.
Thank you.
It's for secrets.
Keep it secret.
Or they'll fucking steal your shoes.
so did you explain the plot?
No, we haven't yet.
We haven't done anything yet.
Am I supposed to have 15 pennies?
Yes.
That was an 808 donation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
What's the-
Someone.
Oh, that was for the raffle. Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody.
Somebody wants some coasters.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you? Have you seen those things?
I have,
They
but
are
I'm not allowed
beautiful.
to donate for that purpose. at
Yeah.
least.
Okay,
I know.
You are
So
not.
so we are team. What?
Killer heels.
Killer
We're
Heels.
Team Killer Heels.
And
Killer
this
heels.
is
Okay.
shoe,
Those are your cards.
Shoe
Shoe scramble.
shoe
Shoe scramble.
I didn't come up with a name.
And I am supposed to have 15 of these.
Yes, we
Yes.
have 15. This is.
And 3
yeah,
cards?
Yes,
Yes.
and 3 cards.
3 cards.
So
I draw 3.
we are all.
Each of us is.
We are all each of us a multitude.
We're a fashion line.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You
are trying to build up your collection of shoes for this season's catalog.
Okay.
To get that, you are going to see these designers and their works and then place
the
them in
gnome
front
shoe
of you.
manufacturers.
You son of a bitch.
So
They will display shoes for you, and you will try to
Wow.
buy their best,
Copyright infringement!
You can't copyright gnomes.
and you will try to buy their best shoes
You can't.
into your collection for your catalog for the season.
okay. Alright.
So, everybody has 3 cards. You may look at your 3 cards.
Alright.
You get 5 cards dealt out to the center.
Shoes. Shoes.
Shoes.
Shoes.
Chess?
Shoes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, with this information in mind, of the shoes available for purchase and the
Alright.
shoes in your hand,
Yep.
you are going to donate one of your shoes to the player on your left.
Am I trying to make pairs?
You are trying to make
You are
poker
trying
hands.
to build a poker hand.
Okay.
You are
Best-
trying to build your best poker hand.
Okay.
Cards or
If we
shoes?
had time, we would create an entire deck of shoes. But we haven't had time.
I see.
So
I
you're
see. No,
building
that's
a
fine.
poker hand. So there will be.
Yeah, that's some really
some
shoddy
imagination
shortcut I
Yeah,
did,
that's,
guys.
yeah,
is
that's,
always required.
So
oh,
there.
it's always an excuse, huh?
Okay. So you will build up to 5 cards over
Could've
2
brought a
rounds,
tarot deck.
and then that
Yeah.
3rd round is your catalog
Those are
goes
your
out, and everyone
actually
gets to see
tarot
what
deck.
shoes you have in your line that year.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
3
cut
months.
up
3
the-
months in a
Well,
season.
Jericho,
So it's played over 4 rounds,
because we
4
just wanted
seasons,
the numbers.
So do we?
4 seasons, 2 rounds in each season to build up to your 5 cards.
Okay.
It
So
will make sense as we go.
do we
But it has,
each
like-
donate now?
You each
like $5
donate 1
or
card
whatever.
to your left. Based
Okay.
More
on.
money!
Okay.
Another 808.
Woo! All right. People are getting in on those coasters. Again, highly
Let's just
recommended.
go till just before the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're very
Worth
iconic.
noting, sorry, I just noticed both of those are from the same person. You can donate,
Multiples of.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you could
So
donate
16 will get you 2.
That way you don't have
entries.
multiple charges.
Okay. Now with these cards in mind that you now have in your hand,
You have
everybody
your
share.
season's budget.
which
Okay.
is $15.
All right.
Sorry, $15,000
Oh my god.
for
Okay.
ships.
And yet, when I asked for paper, nobody could give me any
It's
paper.
literally right there next to Sam. I don't know what y'all were thinking.
Okay, so
Sam,
you are going to.
what were you thinking?
You're going to try and
I was
bid.
thinking. I thought on my feet and solved the problem.
We were
Did
quiet for
anybody
you.
share the pictures of the coasters?
So each card has a numbered slot. You have a card in front of you with numbers. You get to choose 1 card that you want in your hand. You
Okay.
put down the bid that you want
Oh,
on
I
the
see.
number. You cover it with the
And
cup,
find
and we
the
all
one.
reveal it once.
I'm only allowed to bid on 1.
You are only allowed to bid on 1.
Okay.
Feels weird.
Who
saying
hits the
that.
most wins that card. If you did not get a card in the first chance, there will be another round of bidding on the remaining cards.
Okay.
So, I want.
So this has a little bit of press your luck. Also tell them about the
Oh yeah. Okay.
the
So
way-
well, yeah, let's go over the,
Sure.
the entire season. So season 1, you're the month 1, we just finished it. We're gonna be buying this shoe. Month 2, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna lay out 5 cards. Then of the 4 cards in your hand, you're gonna pass 1,
To your
donate
right.
it to your right.
Okay.
Then you're gonna buy another shoe. Then all the rest of the money you have remaining from that year's stipend, you're gonna put half of it towards the photo shoot catalog run
to the pot.
to the pot, basically.
Okay. Got it.
The
We
other
spend
half,
half of it on marketing.
Yes.
and half of it stays with you. Then
Okay, and increases our budget for the next season.
so
Right?
the winner is going to get half of the pot. Second place is going to get half of the remaining pot, and all the rest of the players will split that last quarter.
Even.
Or, well, it's actually half the
rounded
the
down.
pot goes back to half of the remaining pot goes back to the bank. Then they split the rest of that evenly.
Okay.
If there's not enough for everyone,
Everyone gets
they
one.
get a coin.
Okay. So do we
You do minimally get
reveal
1
now?
coin back.
Yeah.
You will always get at least 1 coin back.
Okay. So we'll go ahead and reveal.
Everyone reveal.
Okay. So did anyone bid on 1?
I bid on 1.
So give me your money.
I bid 5.
All right.
That goes to the bank.
And then I take
you
this
take-
3.
you
and
take
you
that.
James.
Anyone bid on 2?
I did not.
3.
I bid on 3.
You get 3.
Awesome.
4, 5.
Yeah, James,
Okay.
we're fighting on this one.
I
and you
bid
win.
5.
I bid
so
3.
Okay.
And there's
You're not
nothing
out
for
of
the
luck, or you're not totally out of luck here.
No.
The one.
Okay, there it is. So I'm gonna get the card that I bid on.
Yes, you
Yeah.
Now, if you are the last person to not get a card, you will spend 1 coin, and you'll just pick one.
Oh, interesting. So
You'll pick any of the remaining ones.
Yeah.
So what happens to my bid, by the way?
You keep.
You keep it.
You
If
didn't
you do
spend.
not win a bid, you keep
So I can just choose any card.
Choose either
Choose
card.
either card, and that goes to your hand.
Not
Now-
this one.
Nope.
Choose either card remaining in the catalog.
If you tie,
And the card that you pick up now, you can pass at the beginning of your next
Yeah.
I
thing.
mean, you can also pass any other card.
You can pass any other one, but it's just
That's-
you're not necessarily stuck with it.
And this shit sucks. So no,
So
one's
no
gonna
one
buy
gets it.
Okay.
Just remains
So
to be
now-
said.
We put out the new shoes.
This shares.
And then you're going to take one of the cards, one of your 4 shoes, and donate it to the right.
Also, did y'all mention about the jokers?
Oh, there is one Joker. It is the King
of
of Diamonds because the King of Diamonds is missing in this deck.
Okay.
Sorry.
I
I forgot about that.
will pass that to the right.
Okay, I guess that means we
Okay.
get these.
And then we get that card. And then you fuck.
That's probably for me.
You're welcome.
It's
You're welcome.
Okay. And then everyone bids.
I think Darby's upstairs back.
Yeah.
Go double check.
She might need help
With wrangling
Yeah.
puppers.
though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I will make this bid.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
that-
1, 2, 3. So, anyone bid on 1?
Nope.
Anyone bid on 2?
You did.
I did. I spent 1 coin.
Congrats.
Wow, I got a card.
Yep.
I had to.
I think I was the only person who bid on 4.
What?
No one. Yeah, no one
Yep.
bid on
No
3.
one bid on 3. You bid on 4, so I will take your money.
Okay.
And put it in
We
here.
both bid on 5.
I had 6.
I put 5.
So you will get the card you wanted,
Yep.
Do. Thank
and
you.
then she will spend a coin and get the last card, or the card she wants. And then this just sucks. So, we're going to take the remaining money we have from our budget, take half of it, or keep half of it rounded up. So,
Okay.
half of it rounded down goes into the pot. This is the...
What you received.
This is consumers' money.
It is
Okay.
storming kind of bad. If anybody has cash to tip the driver.
I have
Uh,
$8.
I have
nothing.
think I have
I-
Matt took care of the tip.
Oh,
Okay.
The tip has been taken care of.
Okay. I
just
have a,
figured some extra.
Okay.
It's raining.
I mean I have a 20. But
I have
I don't have anything
$8.
smaller.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
gonna be
probably
fun for me
fine.
to get back to my
But I don't know how much he tipped, so
You got time. It'll
It'll
probably
pass.
Okay,
I'd say like
so
3 or.
now we have our pot.
Do you want to go get my cash?
While we're at it,
Yeah,
we should
did catch
split it
that.
up into
That's
first,
taken
second,
care of.
remaining. So
Okay, fine.
So that's like.
That's like the tip, right?
5, 6,
Yeah,
7,
but
8,
it's
9,
storming.
10,
Very nice.
11,
Where's your cash?
12,
In my
13,
in the
14.
back
So,
pocket, in my little thing, in my purse, all the way up in the
6,
loft.
7.
Over the hill into the woods, screams.
First prize. Then 7. We're gonna round up. 4. And then.
All right.
So I have 3 of a kind kings.
Mm.
This is the king of diamonds
Yep.
that we were talking about. It was convenient that I had it in my hand to
Right.
start.
You beat me. All I had was a pair of 7s.
I have a pair of aces.
Dang it, 2 pair doesn't loses to a 3.
Yes, 2 pair does lose to a 3 of a kind. So I will take first place.
But you
and
get
then
second.
2 pair, you get second.
You take
Don't
third.
think
It doesn't really
Third
matter.
and fourth.
because Third and
The
fourth are the same.
first and second
Yeah.
are the only ones that
Okay.
it matters.
So,
So-
your leftover money and your profits from this season
Okay.
Are profit.
are profit.
Onis.
And
Bye.
do
Do
not
Why are
you
they
will
heroes?
not spend half of it on the next
Do the
season's
thing.
uh,
Just the
show.
one.
Okay.
I've
So
got enough
this
But
for
you
one
can
yellow
still use it to
each.
bid.
Okay. So this is like a separate.
This is
It's
a
its
separate
separate
reserve.
thing.
Oops.
So then so then the 15,
Well, it's all you have now.
Oh.
yeah.
All you have now is a separate reserve because you will get
And at the
15
beginning of
more
every
now.
season,
Okay.
you will get another $15,000 for the new spread.
Is that representing the 15 pennies?
Yes.
Neat.
We spend a lot of money on shoes in this game.
We're
Well, I
I didn't
mean,
have enough shares. Give me my shares.
Can you?
I mean,
pull a
you're all
pile of
fashion
pennies?
magazines. You're all focusing
Oh,
on
yeah.
other stuff, but shoes
And
are really
also-
the most important
Here you go.
because that like finishes off the outfit. You have to have the right shoe to match.
play continues for 4 seasons, 1 year.
Yep, just one.
The person with the most money at the end of the year wins.
Okay. I think we can probably do 2 seasons. Yeah. Because we just did one season.
We
right?
suddenly
We just
started
did one
in the summer season, and now it's fall season. It's now winter.
Yes.
These are yours.
Savage!
And eventually we would probably pass the deal
But
when
who
you
cares?
play the real game, but right now, since
I was suggesting if it's
these
kept
are-
at 4 players, Carter, that you would have a banker on one side and opposite would be
So
a
do we
dealer.
deal the cards out first before we?
Yes.
pass?
Just so it
Yes.
keeps rotating.
That way you know what kind of thing you're going for before you start your donations.
Okay.
Well.
Interesting.
Alright. There you go.
Pass to the left first, and then to the
pass
right.
to the left.
Is your left?
Okay. Have fun with this.
Okay.
Thanks, James.
That was a bad idea.
Thanks, James.
That was such a bad idea. Why
So
did I
yeah,
do that?
so now in this season, you have the $15,000 to work with. You also have your reserve here.
If you really need to
If
outbid
you really
someone,
need to outbid someone.
you can dip into your
However,
profits.
this you win based on how much money you have at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So the more money you make each season and can pack away, the better chance you have of. But you might need to spend big to win big.
Sure.
It's up to you.
But
sense.
during the final show of each season, you do not put that towards your marketing.
Right. Exactly.
So that you can save some. You don't have to worry about attrition quite as much.
This is such a bad idea, James. What are you fucking doing?
I think everyone's
Come on,
right.
James. I believe in you.
I bid on 1.
Okay. You're the only one on one,
I will
so
take it.
you get that one.
Here you
Oops.
There was 1.
Yeah, I bid. Who bid on 2? Anyone?
Nope.
Okay, I bid on 3.
I bid on 3.
5.
I bid 5.
Okay, so
Hey!
Good timing.
awesome. So
I was wondering about this.
if there's a draw on the same card, if both people have bid, we go to active bidding.
Okay.
Person who gives up first. Let's see. I guess
Oh
since
god,
the,
this
since,
is Monopoly.
since the
Person
dealer,
who gives up first wins. That's how you play Monopoly.
yeah. If the dealer was rotating,
Yeah.
basically it would be first from left of the dealer would be the first
Okay.
one.
Right.
So
You bid
this will
first.
be on top of your bid that you've already placed.
Gotcha.
So I will bid 1.
Are you raising?
I will bid 2.
I will bid 3.
And
So-
you can have it.
Do you have to beat the other person's bid? I
Yes.
assume?
Yes.
So you each basically played the minimum bid there.
Basically.
So I'll take king and lose a lot of money on it.
But if
Okay.
3 people all want the same card,
Here's
it's
your
tied.
bid. I get my 6.
Yep.
Go.
And I get to pay 1 for an 8.
All
Does it
right.
matter which 8? It doesn't matter which 8.
This just sucks. Okay, then we're gonna play our 5 cards out. And fuck.
I mean, are we?
I don't
going
know
to
about
fuck?
that
I
part.
don't think that's.
I'm
Pass.
down
To
if
the
we
right?
play the
Pass.
5
Right.
cards and then fuck.
Well.
I guess I'll do this.
Let's see how
There you
badly.
Oh, it's so
I love you, James.
Here.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate that a little bit. Thank you, Scott. I have a fighting chance.
Also, using this raised box helps for secret bids.
Yes.
Yeah, it actually does.
Hey!
We were thinking like a shield or
$50.
like there's
A 50
a number.
15 or 50?
15.
Yay!
We broke
So
900!
Woo!
Now chill harder, damn it!
What 900?
Guys, we're $94 from our
We're
goal.
$94
We're really close.
away
There
and
are-
2 hours from our goal.
I'm
Maybe also like
sure.
to point out, last year we got to 800, and
Ready?
then a company got us to 1,000.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
y'all are doing
everyone's
this
bid?
all on your own without big business
I
keeping you
bid on
down.
I bid on.
I bid on 1. What did you?
I bid more than you.
Yes,
you know
you
who
did.
else needs $94? At least 94 children need $1 each
Alright.
Okay.
towards
2.
I
children's
bid on
health
2.
care of
Okay.
Atlanta.
$3
You take it?
first.
Okay.
3, 4, 5.
In the
I
back
bid
pocket
2
of
on
my
5.
wallet, there was only $3.
Yes.
That.
I regret
And then-
everything.
And then
Oh, yeah,
give
there
me a
was.
coin
Sorry.
and
Which
pick a card.
So, and that was my bid.
I take you. You're not
So,
gonna help.
Don't pull from your profits from last year, but whatever you had left
Last
from
month.
this year.
Don't forget.
And like
First season.
I said
Sam.
before,
Sam.
you will keep half rounded up.
Sam,
What?
I think
So,
they
like,
actually
I have
ran
5, I'm only
with
putting
our
2.
liar's dice
I
idea
had
and
the same
kind of
Yeah.
implemented
So then-
what we were kind of.
So then this half goes into profits.
Just sticks with us.
No one likes these shays.
So that goes into future profit. Well, yearly profit.
So everybody is in here?
Yep.
Yep.
So let's see. It looks like we've got 14. So 7 will go to first.
7,
place.
4, 1, and 1 again.
Yep.
We haven't had enough time to play test it, see if that's going to be like the norm.
Right.
10 seems too small.
All right.
For
Yeah.
10. So we all reveal now.
I'll reveal.
I have 2 pair.
I have
queens
2
and
pair.
tens.
I have a pair of 6s.
I'm sad. If I kept that 6, I might have had it straight. But I
I
have
have
2
2
hands.
pair jack
I also
of
had
Chris,
6 is
what do I
so
have to do?
close.
I
7
know.
of clubs, 8 of clubs, 9 of clubs, and then I had to
So-
give
So
someone
Scott,
away. And I was
Scott
like,
might get a coin.
Carter wins first, and I
Hey,
get
Chris.
second.
What do I have to do to kill Goma?
Okay, and let's see who
You have
won
to shoot him-
our half
Shoot him when
year.
his eyes blue.
Yeah.
When it's blue.
Right, which is right after his laser eye.
Like he does the.
look at
He
my eye.
sucks. He's so fucking annoying.
If I was
Because he
paying
takes
attention, I
forever
believe
to reveal.
James is in the lead.
I feel like they
Yeah,
I mean,
just barely if
Megababa.
I am.
Technically, aren't we just doing 2
I
seasons
have.
anyway?
Yeah, we
just-
yeah,
like,
yeah, we're
we're counting it up now.
Hell,
I
I
have
mean, stamina bar is huge.
$16,000.
Yeah.
$14,000.
14 as well. Scott?
That's 12, and that's 15. So.
I'm losing
Nice.
grasp on days.
16,000.
I think that actually works out well.
Yeah.
It was close.
Very close.
Yeah.
I made
Like
exact
Scott,
profit.
Scott spent the least on shoes and did well,
Yeah.
but didn't win.
Right.
Like it's not guaranteed that you're gonna win if you don't spend money.
Which
Right.
also, at least that round.
So
First
yeah,
round, I spent 20.
that is Shoe Scramble
By Killer Heels.
by Killer Heels.
Sucks, man. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That would be a great game.
Suck.
A game about gnomes.
Alright.
It had gnomes.
You
Elves.
enslaved the
You
gnome.
just need
No.
elves.
They're
They're
working for
part of
fair
the
trade.
capitalist market. We're buying shoes from them for thousands of dollars.
Alright. Well, I
It's
say
only
that
going to
was.
the top 1% of the gnomes.
I say that was well done, all.
Trickle down
Very good,
gnomeconomics,
guys.
am I right?
Yeah, I definitely think if we had actually had some time to figure out the numbers, like, we literally were sitting in a room surrounded by bits trying to come up with something for
Oh, yeah.
about, how long did we have?
You got an hour total.
I have choices.
For about 55 minutes.
Yeah.
And in the last bit, we were like, wait a minute, what about this?
Yeah. Doing this in an hour is always a challenge. This is always a tough thing. That's part of what makes it fun. And I think everyone here did a really good job. I really think that was a great showing, guys. And this was a ton of fun. And chat, if you'd like to express your love of these games or how impressed you are with what they've done here, please,
Ideas
please
for next
donate. 808 to be entered into the raffle for the coasters.
That's for us, not for
Yeah,
chat.
that's to let
Chat
us know
isn't
that
supposed
we
to
have-
shill. Chat is supposed to pay.
Although they could shill to their friends.
Yes,
is fair.
808 for the coasters. 808
That
for an
is
entrance
a
for the
good
coasters.
thing to bring up as well. We talk a lot about you guys donating, but
Talk to your
maybe you've
friends.
already donated a lot.
And
But
maybe
I'm-
someone else should donate.
But I'm sure your friends
Yeah.
haven't all donated.
Or
a
your
lot.
parents.
If
Well,
you
my
get
parents did.
if you
And I
get
did.
3 people,
Or-
Just open up their wallets.
Or learn.
Donate for
You
them.
got a
Give us your
power and a
money.
son.
Don't make me quote you on that.
All that you got.
But even if your friends can't donate, you could tell your friends
Spread the
tell
word.
their
So tell their
to
friends.
watch.
We
yeah.
got
And then we'll tell them
we
to
have
tell
an
their
hour
friends.
and 50 minutes to make
Maybe
$100.
Maybe not.
Yep.
Maybe not.
We're getting close to the end of it here.
Also,
Bring in everyone you can.
Yeah.
Bring